What up, what up? This is Finance, Fitness, and Folk, a channel where we discuss finance, a little bit of fitness, talk about some folk. So in today's episode, I'm going to explain to you how becoming an IT professional can make you six figures. So, I am an IT professional, been doing IT for about 18 years now. And been kind of a jack of all trades when it comes to IT. I've worked desktop support, server support, networking, penetration testing. I mean, you name it, I've probably dabbled my hands in it a little bit. So IT is a booming field. And I mean, it doesn't matter where you are in the United States, being an IT professional can make you a lot of money very fast. I say that because this is a channel that focuses on finance, of course. So I want to make sure that I put information out to you guys, whether it be jobs or entrepreneurship, because I'm gonna tell you right now, not everybody is cracked up to be an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur is actually pretty hard. It's harder to work for yourself versus working for somebody else, because you have a set schedule. When you work for somebody else, you have a plan that's given to you. You execute, you do the work, you go home. There's no after hours stuff unless you have some job that requires that. But I mean, for the most part, somebody's telling you what to do every single day, and you already know what the mission is. Being an entrepreneur, you have to do literally everything all by yourself when you first start off. So it takes a lot of discipline, it takes a lot of focus, and in some cases, it takes a lot of money, right? So, as I said, not everybody is cut out to be an entrepreneur. I'm not discouraging anybody to do that. I do believe that being a man, everybody should have every man should have some type of secondary income, whether it be a side hustle or a second job or something, something you can fall back on. But being an IT professional, you can make so much money, you don't need a second job. You don't need a side hustle. I guess being an IT professional, I guess you still need a side hustle to scale and, have more money. But working a second job is you should be able to get a good IT job after a certain period of time where you don't need a second job. You can just do somewhat of a side hustle on the side, right? So anyways, getting into being an IT professional, the first three things you need to do, let me back up. So the first thing you need to do is figure out, do you want to do that type of profession? Because being in IT can be very tedious, and sometimes it can be very boring. Me, I have a passion for it. So I've always liked computers. I've always liked, opening computers, checking the parts, putting computers together, understanding how computers connect in the network. I mean, just all kinds of stuff when it comes to computers. I've always had that passion. But you don't need a passion for IT to be IT, but it definitely helps, I wouldn't suggest being an IT professional if you do not like to troubleshoot and problem solve. If you don't like doing that, do not go into IT, because that's all IT is. Technology fails all the time, and you have to think out the box daily when it comes to troubleshooting IT equipment. So if you don't like doing that type of stuff, I wouldn't suggest you go into the IT field. But if you can weather all of those things, you can make six figures easily. So going forward, so what I would suggest is the first three things you need to do is, the first three things you need to get is CompTIA A+, CompTIA Security Plus, and CompTIA Network Plus. So A+ will help you understand how a computer works from a hardware perspective. It'll teach you the parts of a computer, how they work with each other, how you open a computer, how you close a computer, how you connect things to a computer, all of that. So that's the foundation. A lot of IT professionals they go after A+ first before anything else. Next, I would suggest you deal with Security Plus. Now, network and security can kind of go back and forth as well, which one you want to do after A+. But the reason why I say Security Plus after A+ is because a lot of contractors, they want Security Plus. Because, of course, cybersecurity is very big nowadays. And I think the Security Plus would benefit you more when it comes to internship or being an apprentice versus Network Plus. So Security Plus is exactly what it means. Security of the network, security of a computer. And then Network Plus teaches you the network, basically how computers connect, how routers and switches connect. Google routers and switches, and you'll just read up on it, and you should be able to understand how it works. You know, sometimes it can be very complicated, but if you want to go into this field, you will propel yourself to learn it very quickly. So those are the first three certs that I would say you need to get first. And then, of course, apply for jobs, of course. Your first job should be help desk. Because what'll happen is, as you sit on the help desk, you will come across so many different scenarios that you're forced to apply what you learned in school, what you learned in these boot camps to take the cert, or if maybe you took the cert to where you did self-study. But the help desk is one of the foundations for you being able to learn how to troubleshoot a computer. I did help desk work when I first became IT in the Army, and it helped me immensely. Once I had that under my belt for 2 years, I was able to scale very quickly and go into other aspects of IT. Some of the jobs you can do with IT is systems administrator, meaning that basically you administer the systems for like desktops, laptops, mobile devices, sometimes network devices, things of that nature. You can also become a penetration tester. That's basically a hacker, basically somebody that actually does what's called ethical hacking, not these folks that actually hack into computers and try to like steal information. Nothing like that. It's called ethical hacking. So basically, you will be a person to where a company will ask you to penetrate their systems, and then you go back and tell them how you penetrated it, what their vulnerabilities are, and what they can do to prevent somebody to nefariously try to break into their network. You can also be what's called a network engineer, which of course deals with the network, dealing with how cabling runs, whether it be copper, fiber, dealing with routers and switches, being able to connect multiple computers, multiple machines. What else? You can be a software engineer, where it deals with basically literally the software of computers, managing software, creating software. You can also be a person that deals with cybersecurity, meaning that encompasses a lot of things with IT, as far as how you lock down a computer, how you lock down a switch, how you lock down a router, how you set up a firewall. I can go on and on when it comes to this stuff, right? But the moral of this video is that being an IT professional can make you six figures very quickly. And like I said, I don't care where in the States you are, being an IT professional can help you scale very quickly. I want to say that the normal base pay for an IT professional in the United States probably would start up between 40 to 50,000. I forget where I read a statistic, but I want to say the median income, I think, in the United States, I think is less than 40,000. So depending on where you at in the States, starting up at 40, 50,000 is actually pretty good. Being in the DMV area where I'm at locally, normally we start off with probably about 70. And you can even receive more than that if you get a government clearance. Yeah, I mean, IT is just one of those things. It just you can scale very quickly when it comes to income. But like I said, you have to have some type of drive for it. You have to have, like I said, not necessarily a passion for it, but you need to be able to like what you're doing, for lack of better words. Because if you don't, it's just like any other job. You know, you'll be on the job miserably. And I will say, because of how complex IT can be, being an IT professional and then not liking IT would be a very miserable job. I'm telling you, you will hate going to work. But for myself, I love going to work. I love being IT. I love working on computers, and it has done me very well, very well. So anyways, like, comment, and subscribe. So I woke up on Sunday, and Saturday I only had 2 subscribers, and then when I woke up Sunday I had 11 subscribers. And as of this video, I have 13 subscribers. So I want to tell you guys, thank you so much for liking my videos, subscribing to my channel. My goal is like I said in previous videos, to give you information to help you use it as leverage to better yourselves and to be able to take care of your families, being able to take care of just overall your life. Because there's so many things out here that we need to learn about life and about finance, fitness, and folks that definitely benefits us in the long run, and it benefits our families. So I'm going to keep pushing these videos out. I'm going to keep knocking them out, and just like I said, stay with this ride, stay on this ride, and I'm telling you, you're going to benefit from it. I promise you. All right, finance, fitness, and folk. Triple F. I'm gone.